Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. Hey, ladies, happy Sunday, and gentlemen that may be watching. I know my rap is all over the place, but that's all right. Happy Sunday. Hoping all is beautiful and well. Hope your weather is as beautiful as the weather right now in Durham, North Carolina. OMG. OMG, it is sunny. OMG, I am out in the sun. I have my amethyst mala beads on and I'm chilling with my, I call it my loungewear, my house loungewear. And I just finished wetting my locks. I call them locks because that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about this idea of the law of attraction and grasping this idea of the law of attraction. I had shared with one of my mastermind members today and about the idea of when we say 2019 is going to be a great year. I can feel it. That's not too far off, but a better way to even make that happen, or to say that, like our words and how we bring in things through our thoughts, our words, our actions, our deeds, but mostly our feelings, right? And so, or we're saying that things are getting better. Not that's closer to what you want, but that's not exactly it, because we're almost like this thing, like we deal with the law of attraction from the level of not having, the absence of. So we say, I want these things because we believe we do not have these things, right? And the wanting of it is not enough, because if the wanting of it is longing, is agony, is when is it going to happen? Why is it have not happened yet? When, where is it coming from? How do I make it happen? We actually push it away because it is in the feeling good, the feeling satisfied that actually brings it. But this is something that I was thinking about. This was the hard part for me to grasp. And I know a lot of you might be having some difficulty with this, so I want to talk to you about this today because it is so on my mind. So again, happy Sunday. Hoping all is beautiful. Hope your holiday is going well. It's going to go. It's beautiful. I know it's beautiful. I already see it. You already made it beautiful. You put the beautiful out 3 months ago for today. You put the beautiful out for today 3 years ago. You already put it in the vortex. You're just receiving it. But look at this idea. So why am I like, sometimes I say, oh, this word healing, like, oh my God, I want to stay away from this word healing, because it makes it feel like, first of all, there's something wrong with you. And the only way to face what is wrong with you is to face what is wrong with you. And I think that that's actually, that's a detriment. Law of attraction agrees that that's a detriment, but I want to help to explain it. And what I was telling my queen today, the sister in my sister in the mastermind group, is that me talking about it and me explaining it to you helps me to know it better. It solidifies it for me. They say if you want to learn something, teach it. So I teach it in order to understand it. It's just that simple. So let's talk about this idea of, this is kind of I want to say the new age healing, but actually not. It's very Eurocentric in a lot of ways, this idea of psychology. And that you are reacting, everything you do, your behavior, especially your negative or deviant behavior, is because of something that you are not looking at, something that happened to you a long time ago, or that happened throughout your lineage, and it has damaged you. And traditionally, when you go get help for something like that, your therapist would say, well, tell me a little bit about your childhood. Or let's talk about why you're in the situation you're in. Even metaphysics, as I knew it or learned it, would also say, well, you have this disease and you created this disease, so let's talk about how you created it. See, I thought, don't that sound normal? Okay, you had a disease, you created a disease, if you believe that, which, yeah, that sounds good, sounds right. But let's talk about how you created it. And law of attraction says, talking about how you created it is not going to help you get rid of it. You can't get there from there. You can't get there from here. You can't talk about why you're sad. You can't talk about why you're hurt. You can't talk about why you're mad, thinking that you're going to not be mad again. Because when you talk about it, you're actually bringing in the vibration of it. And that's going to keep away what you really want. That's difficult, isn't it? Because everything in you wants to say, or maybe is it really in us, like nurturing or nature, or is it something that we created? Is it really in us that we must go back and delve deeply into why we've done it and then make ourselves kind of pay for it? And I'll just give you an example for me, because I want to keep this not too deep, but I'm going to have to go deep if we need to go deep. Let's just go deep. And so, yes. So then I was thinking, well, okay, so this is the deal. The law of attraction says, no. Law of attraction says, forget about it. Forget about it. It's the fact that you have not forgotten about what you think you've done. So I gave myself an example. I said, wow, I went through, for me, my therapy was Sacred Woman Journey. And oh my God, so many good, amazing things came out the Sacred Woman Journey, like still is coming out the Sacred Woman Journey. But I remember delving deep and fixing my womb and going back and thinking about all the relationships that have entered my womb. And I did it for 20 years, really going through the Sacred Woman Journey. And I'm not going to lie and say this to you, I don't feel like I got more of what I wanted. I felt like I got more of what I thought about. The more that I tried to make my womb better and I went through all the relationships and all the things that went there, I felt like when I came out of each of those celibacies that I was no better. And let me tell you what I'm judging it by my manifestations during that time. They were no healthier than I was when I first started delving into why, what, fixing myself, making myself so-called better, basically focusing on the problem never actually gave me the solutions that I wanted. And it's not just Sacred Woman. I'm saying that whole idea of therapy from you're broken, you're hurt, and you have to do 50,000 things to make yourself better. As I finished that, I never got to a better place. My manifestations were no better than the manifestations before I did it. It was funny, like I think I was watching, it was Erykah Badu. I guess it's a thing going on YouTube because I guess she hosted the last, is it the BET Awards, y'all? It might be the BET Awards, I can't remember. And she did this little medley with all her songs. And I don't know the exact words, but in one of them, she was talking about this idea of she couldn't get over this guy. And she said, even if I fast for 120 days, I still can't get you out of my mind. And I started laughing when I heard it because it made me feel like, yeah, there's some things that fasting is just not going to get rid of because that's not where it started. Even fasting, you can't get there from there. You can't get to a place of total peace from fasting. I'm just saying why, because that's not where it is. That's not where your good is. Your good is not doing more stuff. Your good is changing your vibrational frequency and staying aligned with your source, who is always giving you what you want and what you need. It is because what you want and what you need, you already asked for it. You already created it. It's sitting there. All the things that you get, be like, oh my God, I did a vision board, I got it. Well, no, some of that stuff you got because you already put out there. What you did was align yourself with happy feelings long enough to bring upon more happy feelings that connected to that one. In other words, we don't have to do the therapy sitting on somebody's couch for 500 years if they're telling us to go back. So I remember somebody had asked the teacher, they said, well, what about this idea of, I'm working with a therapist, and the therapist says that your chakras are unaligned, that your chakras are jacked up, basically your lower chakras. And in fixing your lower chakras, you will then fix your higher chakras, which will help you to manifest more. Now, if you're dealing about it, basically what you're saying is, you ain't feeling good, let me get you to feel good. If you want to focus on your chakras as the thing that's out of alignment, you could, if that's going to make you stay in a high vibrational frequency. But you could actually just do things that make you feel good, that make you remember who you are, that keeps you in the high flying frequency. That the focus is not on the lack of or the absence of something you don't have, that is actually more on what you do have. So if you go with, oh, my chakras are unaligned, isn't it a way you're bringing energy to something that may or may not be true to you, because it's all about what's true for you. But if you're focusing on the unalignment of something, then you're not focused on the alignment of something. So why don't you just say, you know what, I am aligning my energy to the things that I want, but not so much even to the things that I want, because it still says I have to do this to get that. Anytime you start saying to yourself, I have to fast 120 days in order to get this manifestation, I have to become celibate for 5 years in order to get this manifestation. I have to work out really hard at the gym in order to get this manifestation. In other words, if the steps to the manifestation are not feeling as pleasant or feeling like a lot of work or feeling like it's more of a burden, then you're not in alignment with what you already put out there. So you're constantly, yes, in a sense, creating new, but what you've already put in the vortex, just the spiritual place where everything you ever wanted lives, it's enough to fill up this lifetime and many more. So the new creations is good, but a lot of us think, well, the new creation. So they say, okay, I'm going to do these affirmations. Affirmations are dead if you don't feel good when you're doing them. They're not going to work. Matter of fact, you don't need them if you are feeling good. Most people do affirmations because they're not feeling good. They do affirmations in hopes to make themselves feel good. Sometimes we need action. Like I said, I tell my students all the time, sit down and write what brings you joy, even if it's for a moment. Like, I'm going to tell you what brings you joy. I can tell you, right, this sun right now on my face and me sitting in it, total joy. Me talking to y'all in the sun right now, total joy. Me talking about the law of attraction in the sun right now to you all, total joy. So finding those things that change the frequency. Because I was thinking today, like, I remember when I first moved here, and I would, just call my sister around like, hi, how you doing? Because, all this new stuff is going on, good stuff. She'd be like, are you lonely? What, you calling me because you're lonely? What's wrong? Are you lonely? Are you lonely yet? And I was like, wow, like, why, in a sense, I was like, oh, I know she's concerned, she loves me, but why is she continually asking me, am I lonely? Because if you ask yourself that, then you will start to be lonely. So you have to be careful so then you'll start feeling, oh my God, maybe I am lonely. Maybe I'm supposed to be lonely. Okay, I'm feeling lonely. And what you'll attract when you're feeling lonely is people that's going to help you to feel more lonely. If you are feeling lonely because somebody else thinks you should, or maybe you're just starting to feel lonely, I want you to fix this. Let's just deal with loneliness, because I think that's a big thing, especially for people getting out of relationships, why many people stay in abusive relationships or not good relationships, or just not healthy relationships, or relationships that have expired, have served their purpose. Well, they don't all have to be bad to end, right? We know that already. They don't have to be bad to end, so we're not going to even go there. But relationships that, for you, have served the purpose. And so your fear is this loneliness. So first of all, what we most fear has come upon us, right? Is there a saying about that? Oh God, what we most fear has come upon us. So we want to not fear it, but understand it. Okay, so if you're feeling lonely, then you're in the absence of feeling good, of feeling companionship. When you're feeling lonely, you're saying to yourself, I feel lonely, I want a companion. You could actually want a companion and not feel lonely. Do you get what I'm saying? Because in the feeling lonely, how could lonely get you a companion? It can actually set with you a companion in the vortex, but the feeling of loneliness is never going to get you to a companion. So you have to find things that you don't feel lonely in. Sometimes it's just a quick walk around the block, or like I said, sitting in the sun, or, reading a good book, or talking to people that make you feel good and make you laugh or happy, or writing a poem, or it's just a moment. Every time you can you imagine if our therapy was understanding what we're feeling, understanding our feelings at any given time, and saying to ourselves, oh my God, I don't like this feeling. This feeling is not serving me. This feeling is not getting me closer to what I want, what I already put out there. I'm not in alignment with my source. And we say, oh, wait a second, right now, let me fix that. Let me cut it off the phone, or let me, sometimes for me it's straightening up the kitchen, washing the dishes in the sink. Sometimes it's just opening the windows. You gotta know you. My academy, Blackberry Beauty Academy, it's about knowing yourself. It's really about knowing who you are and what makes you feel good and bringing that into your existence. So the idea of the constant what's wrong and then going over what's wrong, let me just say this, it's not easy. Because I'm from the school of, it's down there, you created it, it's showing up, look at it, investigate it, write about it, cry about it, talk to other people about it, join groups about it, create groups about it, have circles around the pain, keep it going, release the pain, but it's still the pain is the operative word. Release the past relationships. Wait a second, if I'm happy right now, all I'm going to bring is great solutions. Think about it. Anything that you're going through right now is a manifestation that has already happened. You already put out the energy for it, and it's playing itself out. Right now is a manifestation. This I manifested this space in this right here where I am now. All of this is a manifestation. Do you understand? Make sure all of this is a manifestation. It already happened. So why sit here and change this? That already is it already is happening. So it already happened. It's happening. So it's already happened. Going over it, mulling over it, asking the same questions about it. It's already manifested. It would be better for me to align myself with my source. My source is happy. Your higher self is joyful. Your higher self is happy. Your higher self is abundant right now. And it's saying, uh-oh. No, I love when the teacher says this. When you're feeling not good, it's because your source don't agree with your thoughts. It's what you're thinking. It's your source that you're all alignment, because your source is like, I feel great. And you're over here worried about some past stuff and how you did somebody wrong or yourself wrong. And how, so when people they try to put some old stuff on me, like, well, you knew better before. That's, you're going to know a lot about people from where they're coming from. You cannot accept that. You cannot accept that. And if you're doing it to somebody else, they can't accept it either. We all have to stay in alignment. And I'm working on it, y'all. I'm really that over the thing that I can't fix things from the back there, that I can't go into the fear in order to eradicate the fear. Like it's deep for me. I'm thinking it's probably for you as well. So I was talking to my group, and we were talking about what we're looking at for 2019. You would want to be in the Blackberry Beauty Academy in 2019. You would want to be in the Divine Feminine 21-day courses. You would want to be, the next one is Sexology. It's the first Sunday. It is $97. Y'all need to buy it, because maybe I need to put an end date on it. I'm leaving at $97 open, so it won't go back to $147, so that you could actually be part of it. It's called Sexology, the study of human sexuality and relationships. Who are we? Like this whole day, I told my crew, I said 2019 is positivity. 2019 is coming from a place of feeling good, doing good, knowing good, accepting good. No more of that hard time and that, even if you're going to feel it, of course you're not coming in feeling that way. That's why you're going to join the Blackberry Beauty Academy and my courses, because you want to feel better. You want this. You're like, I hear her. I mean, it's hard to grasp some of it, but I hear her and I like where she's going, and I want to go there with her. So I'll give you another example. So I had put out for a while that I wanted to travel to the Gambia, since my friends moved to the Gambia 2 years ago. I think it's 2 years now, a little over 2 years. They moved to the Gambia, and they are doing amazing work in the Gambia. The relationship I was in, it just never worked out. I don't know if it was as important to my partner at the time as it was to me. So I bought into it's hard, or his thing always was, we don't have the money. Well, actually, I probably did have the money. I just was spending it on this stuff instead of that. So there was all these realities that were reality, like don't believe reality, that was pointed into it's not the right time or there's not enough. When in actuality, now that I'm out of it, it was always enough. There was more than enough, but it was the situation I was in that I didn't allow it to come in. So as I say, I think one of the most important things that you can do, first of all, is guard yourself from your own thoughts and your own negativity or your own fear, but also from others. A lot of times when we create soul ties or we create partnerships, a lot of our doubts are coming from all the other doubts that's around us and the doubtful people or the doubtful places. So it's very important to align yourself with the source. So we're going to be talking about how to really align yourself with source, the true meaning of law of attraction. It's not about the what do you call it? It's not about the vision board. It's not about the affirmations. It's not about the faking it till you make it. That one is the biggest one that never sat right with me. It's not about that. It's about how do I align. People say, I'll be happy when I get what I want. And I say, no, you'll get what you want when you'll be happy. Because you don't have to get it. It's already out there. You just have to receive it, and you're not receiving it because you're worried, or you're going back to 100 years ago, or even 5 years ago, or 5 minutes ago. I had to wake up today and said, I am realigning myself to source. I am connecting to that which is always saying yes, and I am in my spirit. My spirit says yes. Sometimes we will manifest something, it happens, and then we mess up the manifestation. Or what I won't say mess up, we get it mixed up, and stuff stopped flowing. It's like, where's the flow? Everything was flowing because you got attached to it, because you put fear into it. So you have to continue. So another thing we're doing is how to continue this tapped and tuned and turned on vibratory frequency all of the time. How do we do it? So one of them I want to tell you today is a big one. Stop talking about it. So I got to stop talking about the past, stop talking about the ex, stop defending myself or defending the relationship, or talking bad about the relationship. Stop talking about it. That's good. That's what happened. That was that. That was this. That was that. And I got to practice that today. I woke up, spirit said, "Don't, just, it's over. Don't even talk about it." And so my friends, like I said, called from the Gambia, and they asked me what happened, because I guess they had heard. And I said, nothing really. It was just time. And from there, my vibration just stayed up to the point that nobody cared what happened. Nobody cared that it happened or that something happened. We weren't talking about that. We were talking about what's happening now. What's happening now? Stop talking about it. Stop worrying about it. Stop trying to defend it. Stop fixing it. Just it's not important. That manifestation has already manifested. That's why you had that experience. Now you put some other things that you want, and one of them was to go to Gambia. So I'll be going to Gambia. It's either March, April, or May, and I'm going to be there for probably a month, 4 to 6 weeks, because I'm going to do some business, and I'm hoping a lot of you can actually meet me there. I want to do a few things while I'm there, and then of course, my daughter and I, in July, we're going to France and England, and of course some alliances I'm making. And 2019, my word is social. I'm going out there in the world, not being afraid, and being my true all my true self. So ladies, we got a couple of things. This is the vibration that I'm in. Would you like to be in a more positive vibration? Would you like to have your frequency up most of the time? And when it's down, you know how to realign yourself so it's back up again? I want to invite you next Sunday, a week from this Sunday, the 30th. I'm going to be doing my last master class, $47 for 2018. It is called Passing Down the Wisdom. And what I'm going to do is get myself, nice and relax, eat really well, and then basically channel any questions you want to ask me that's coming from a divine wisdom place. I'll be able to answer it for you. It's 2 hours. It's $47. It's next Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m., and you should be there. It's amazing. It's going to be on December 30th. But I also have my next intensive, which is the SEXOLOGY. And that one's going to be, it is new energy, new way, new time. And it's going to be $97. All the rest of my intensives for 2019 will be $147 unless you buy the mastermind. There's no two-tier mastermind. I'll make it simple. You join the mastermind group, either the money's taken out $97 out of your bank account every same day, every month, or you buy it in bulk, 3 months or 6 months. It's $97, you're part of mastermind, means you get all the discounts for all of the master classes, any kind of courses that I do outside, any kind of meetups that I might charge for, you get discounts. Any kind of consultations that I actually only going to do for the mastermind group, you're privy to all that. You can actually join the mastermind group today. If you join today, you'll see it, mastermind group, $97. You'll be sure to be in the next intensive. But if you join it, it's recurring payments. You'll be in every one until you decide to cancel your subscription. It's really simple, but it's valuable. 2019, y'all. So when 2019 looking good, let me tell you how I know 2019 is looking good. Because right now it's looking good. And now is how my manifestations, they come through the now, how I'm feeling now. So it's going to be good because I don't even have to wait. It's almost like we're waiting for the new year in order to feel happy. We're waiting for the new year because we have this idea that we have to let go out with the old, in with the new. So, but if out with the old means I got to wait for the old to finish being here, then you're not there. You can't get there from there either. What you have to do is say, like, 2019 is now, 2020 is now, because everything you think of now is manifesting whatever you stay, as long as you stay aligned to it, it's really manifesting now. We have to stop putting our good into this future. We have to stop putting our good into this later. So when we look forward to something, in a sense, if we're looking forward to it, but not happy right now. In other words, I'm looking forward to it because right now it's so miserable that I can't wait to this end so I can have that. You can't get there from there. Anytime you're feeling sad and you're waiting on something in the future to come to make you feel better, you will push it further and further away. When you align with the good feelings, whatever way that you need to do that, then you're bringing it closer. Actually, it's manifested. So yeah, and I think about me as far as the relationship. I can say this: how did I finally get the strength to leave for myself? Because it was hard. Was I started to align with the law of attraction. Now I'm gonna say this: I do believe that whatever eating well for you is, that when I eat the best, I'm more open to my source, my higher self, the best for me. So next year we're gonna definitely be talking about food, but it's not just have to be raw. You got to be vegan. I'm not there for none of that, because really, a lot of that, if you watch it, if you're not careful, is a disallowing. You're not allowing that which you want to come in, and that disallowing. So I don't know if food actually, I don't know. See, it's a hard one because so many black folks are into this idea of food and healing. And yes, food is good, food is healing. But I was saying, my friends from the Gambia, they were telling me something. They were saying that they had lost weight actually being in the Gambia. I heard other people talk about this about being in Africa. And they said just the mere fact of being there, the air quality is different, it's more natural, the food is not as toxic. So therefore, you're going to naturally purge. You're sitting in the sun, you're around other melanated people. So there's a lot of factors in you being healthy. And I think that when you are in a high-flying disc, tapped and tuned and turned on, you're going to be only attracted to foods that are good for you. Isn't that wonderful? Would you like to take a course where that that you don't have to so much worry about, like, oh, I got to read labels, or I got to follow, I'm trying to see because I can't see myself in the sun, but anyway, you can see me, or I got to follow so-and-so's regimen or program, or it's this and that. Oh, I got to go to the store. Oh, they didn't have this. Now I got to go to 5 stores. Or would you like to say, I'm in a high vibrational frequency. So anywhere I am, so you're not limiting yourself if I can't go to this country because they don't have this and that I'm going to be attracted to that which is for me. Think about it. But of course, I do think that there are foods that you know that you love that are great for you. And I just want to get you in alignment with the food that's right for you. So my food courses are going to be something you've never had before. It's not a one size fits all. I don't have any recipes. The recipe is what is in alignment with your highest good. And at any moment when you're in your highest good or your highest alignment, you're going to attract the food that's for you. How about that? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, and thank you for the thumbs up. Please share, like, comment. But also, ladies, don't get slow. Come on, buy. Let's get that sexology course. Buy it. Let's do that passing down the wisdom course. Buy it. This stuff is going to be powerful. There's other things on the website that won't be there in 2019. Go to it. Buy it. It's real powerful stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all. So let's go back down. Okay, a lot of y'all. Hey, Emerald. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Aurora, Ashaki, Riri, Takia. Yes, you do see me live. Aman, hello to you. Hey, Belinda. Joy, peace to you. Love your red lips, spectacular color. Thank you. It is the color called Napa, Napa Vineyard, and it is the Burt's Bees Crayon lipstick, and the color is Napa Vineyard. Okay, Amon says hell to the year. Okay, thank you. Aurora says yes, I agree. Talking about it sparks the anger and bitterness. Absolutely. Go deeper, says Adrian. Thank you, darling. Belinda says be grateful and happy that you made it through the painful and bad, so I rejoice every day. Ash, yes ma'am. Emerald says preach. Thank you. Can't focus on the bad. That's right. Soul Train Awards. Yes, I love that song. I was kind of laughing going, and she would know about that. She's a student also of the Sacred Woman Journey and all those journeys. Not to say it doesn't help her. I just like how she said, I'm still going to love you when I'm done. So there's something else there that we need to look at, like stepping out of hell. Yes, Belinda. Mecca, how are you? Riri says, getting rid of those past lives is about being honest with yourself. Ashe. and million of dollars. Yes, Armand. Adrian says happiness attracts good vibrations. There you go. Real simple. Hey, Adrian, thank you for the love. Takia says that's right. Here is what's making me feel good. Thank you so much. You got it. Joy. Yes, Adrian. Riri says, wow, your sis couldn't see that you might have just wanted just simple company. I don't think she at that time, not maybe not. Thank you though. Ashaki says that is so true. Allowing people to project those emotions on you will definitely bring more of what you don't want. Absolutely. I am Goddess Lifestyle says getting in the car and driving around to places I've never been brings me joy. That's right. Buying food at Trader Joe's brings me joy. I'm so simple. I hear you. I know about that, Queen. Thank you. Aman says that's what about the itches that show up or out of nowhere to instigate, exercise their misery on others. Okay, so let's talk about it. I want to get there. I'll come back to that because I think it's a great question. Hey, Tanya says, good morning, afternoon, beautiful ladies. Riri says, or going to an area you have never visited, quite liberating. Yes, Queen. Ashaki says, finding things that we enjoy and pursuing them is a major key to manifestation. Absolutely. Yes, that Tanya. Hello, says Riri. Elizabeth Grant, hey, how are you, sis? Let's see, dude from the neighborhood. Hello, greetings from Finland. How are you today? I'm wonderful. Thank you. Hey, Elena. Hey, just getting in. So glad. Lakeisha Wilson. Yes, Beer Balance Beauty. How are you, Queen? Peace to you. Taha says, salam, salam to you. I love you. Thank you. Lakeisha says, I can't wait to move to Raleigh, NC. Would love to meet you. You're so real. Thank you. I would love to meet you too. I'm looking to meet people. Social. Happy Mother's Day. Okay, thank you, Taha. Thank you. Asia says, I give thanks for you, the ancestors, and you. I give thanks for you, the ancestors, and you, sis. Thank you. You have the ability to push a high vibration in me immediately. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you, Asia. I missed you, darling. Do not buy into others' fears. They can project onto your heart and mind. Run from negative people. Ashe. She said, run. I love it. I want to be a successful entertainer. Okay, casually me. Let's talk about it. Aurora says, okay, you just made me fall out of this chair, confirming everything that I've been feeling since last night. Yes. Amara says, when you're sitting all pretty in that sunshine, I want some. Thank you. So wonderful. Isn't it not here? Casually Me says, hey, I have a question as of right now. I'm young, but I love to have a work. Tell me what you mean, casually. Me. Coco says, afternoon. Queen Mother, afternoon. Hey, Unc. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you, Queen. Lakeisha, good afternoon. Riri, you are so right. We need to stop about the negative and stop talking about it. It becomes you after a while. That's right. Let it go and then get to the breath again. Ooh, yes. Thank you. Joy says, is there any literature you recommend about the law of attraction and the source? I heard people talk about it, but I can't say I truly understand what it is. Thank you, Queen. I say you can go to YouTube right now and you can listen to Esther Hicks, or you can call it Abraham Hicks, same people. And I think that she really explains it well. Now, what I do when I come after listening to them, I come and do my best to kind of decipher or, decode. It's not really coded, but the language might be for some. I have a wonderful course. I think it's $37, and it's called Metaphysics 101. And I think just understanding the terminology, you might want to go to my website. It's called Metaphysics 101, and it helps you understand the terminology and what metaphysics is. And then when you listen to Abraham Hicks, you might have a better understanding of what she's speaking of, or he. Ashaki says, yes, eating well does change your vibrational frequency. Definitely. Carlette the Bois says, hello, Queen. Isis says, Isis, my eye, thank you for the love. I totally agree. Just being in some African countries gives you a delicious vibration and has nothing to do with the food. Absolutely. Sharon, hey, Sharon. Greetings, sister. Speaking of health, I'm headed to a grocery store in Compton owned by a sister that has beautiful selection of food, great prices, and a friendly, lovely staff, and that makes a big difference. A meal that starts in love. Absolutely. Sharon. Isis says, great rising, clear, toxic energy. Yes, yes, yes. Florida water. Yes. Okay, let's talk about this. The more you speak on negative, you continue to give it life. Don't do it. There you go. So let's talk about these things. Yeah, I hear y'all. I want to get you there because I feel like, yes. So what does that mean? That right? Do you ever have to spiritually cleanse your home? Right? Do you really have to be all raw or all vegan? Right? Like, I'm loving vegan, so don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. But I'm saying, what is this higher being? You've met people that don't even call themselves spiritual, but they manifest all the time. That they don't clean their house with Florida water. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that because I would. Is it the Florida water working or these things working because we believe that they are? And if that makes you feel good, then that works. Do you understand what I'm saying? If it makes you feel good, then it works. So you say, what about this ritual, that ritual? I'll say, does the ritual make you feel good? Then it works. It makes me feel good to clean my house. It makes me feel good to have air flowing through. And I'm not saying that there's not cosmic things about it. We know that sage actually kills bacteria in the air. So the natives would say it clears negative energy, and science says it clears literally bacteria. We know that plants actually absorb a lot of the negative energy or toxic energy in the air. So we know that these things work. So it's not that they're not working, but what about people that have plants all the time, but they die, the person? And you say, oh my God, because really is, how do I become in alignment with all that is good, all that is flowing good? How do I become in alignment with nature? So the idea too of negative people coming to your life, in a lot of ways, see, I opened the door. Sometimes we get scared or we get lonely, and then we start looking for answers. And we'll ask people, the first one we have no business asking. They're only giving us from their perspective, so we can't even really blame anybody. They were really actually trying to help us. I think any information or advice I've ever gotten from friends, family members, it was really out of love. So if you're in an unaligned place, you're probably going to meet other people that is too. So when you really think about people giving you, or you might meet people that you're not in an unaligned place, that you want people to get you. Sometimes we just want people to get it. I just want them to get me. I got to explain to them what I'm doing, or they're looking at me funny, or they're wondering how this is working, and I feel like I got to explain. That takes you out of your alignment. A lot of times you want other people to get you. You want other people to know or to understand you. And I think we're looking in the wrong places. I think this is such an inside job. I was even thinking about the experience of sharing. Sharing, me too. Black-owned place, healthy foods. I'm already in a high vibrational frequency, so and that thing makes me feel good, which is going to get me in a high vibrational frequency. Some people's riding roller coasters give them a thrill of a lifetime. Doesn't for me, but it does for other people. So some of these things that give people a high thrill, you may not say it's spiritual. It may not feel as spiritual, but it's still they're tapped in, tuned, and turned on. Some people's going on cruises or traveling in different ways. Might not be my thing, but it is theirs. That's why I say I think to know thyself is important. What turns you on? And of course, spiritually, because again, I've eaten all the right foods. I was the queen of dry fasting. I was the queen of water fasting, the queen of juice fasting. I'm 51 years old. I've been doing this since I was 24, maybe 25 years. And I'm telling you that from all of that, I know a lot of you and a lot of my clients, you've also done that too, but have you let go? Are you really in a different place? Is some of the things that happened to you before have stopped happening to you? Or some of the things that's been happening still is happening? Are you still making the wrong choices? Or are you still making not the so-called best choices in your partnerships, whether that's work-related, romantic related? Is your money still funny? And you done did the 21-day fasting 5 times. You done did the incense burning and the house cleaning 5 times. But you're still creating a chaotic environment. That's the kind of stuff, that's when I have to start questioning, is it the ritual or how I feel about the ritual? And what rituals can I create in my life that automatically make me feel good? Mine is some of my old rituals still make me feel good, but some of them don't. It don't make me feel that great. It's not necessary, but it is. When I take a bath now, yes, my skin is clear, the toxins are released because salt releases toxins. I thought the toxins were released. I thought somehow I was going to magically, everything was going to be better. Like I thought, I do all these salt baths, I'm just going to connect them. I'm going to have a vibrational frequency attraction to that which I want and my source and all this stuff. And I kept still meeting that which I didn't want. Houses I didn't want to live in, or apartments, or cars I didn't want to drive, or relationships that I didn't think I wanted to have. But I did all the things they said. I did the 50 days and the 90, 100 days and the 6,000 days. I'm just saying, I'm kind of being funny, but I'm not. I was it. Maybe you did, but I ain't never met nobody that had that on me. But yet it was a slow route. The manifestations were not popping. The biggest manifestations that I felt like that it just was when I decided to tap in, tune in, and stay turned on. And when I did that, from that time that I left Saxopod to now, the stuff that came from that, the abundance that many of you saw yourself was magnificent. Because I let go of the routine, let go of the rituals that I've been doing for 20 years that got me still the same things. Now, better still, a sea salt bath is everything. A mask is everything. How to get rid of yeast infections or lettuce, everything. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I didn't learn anything, but I think most of us want to not feel that or not keep manifesting different place, different face, same situation. Are you still creating the same situations and you're supposed to be spiritual and you know stuff and you fast and you pray and you do celibacy and you get out of celibacy and the first person you meet is the same person you met 10 years ago when you started celibacy? I'm just saying, not same person, but different place, different face, same situation. Don't you ever question that? That you're doing everything right, but you're still not moving forward to what you want? You never question that? You never think that maybe there's something else? Maybe we're staying in the lack and trying to fix the broken is actually the problem? That maybe that you're okay and that what you've done was okay? That's why somebody trying to tell me you did this to yourself, I'm not buying it anymore. I'm not accepting that, because how is that going to make me feel better? How you knowing you did this to yourself gonna make you feel better? It's that slave mentality. You got to break yourself down to go somewhere. You got to feel really bad about having something you want. You got to. It's not really. It doesn't really make sense. Sitting here blaming myself. I'm. You know what? I got a lot out of that. That was some beautiful contrast. I mean, all the stuff that I've ever done was some beautiful that I didn't like that happened in my life. Don't sit there and talk about, well, I did it, and let people tell, well, that was your fault. You shouldn't have opened your legs, or that was your fault. You shouldn't have did it, da-da-da-da. That's not inspiring. That's not going to get you out. There's no reason to go back there and take it as a fault and have a doubt and blame yourself. I don't know how that's going to get you where you want to go, because that's a feeling, and a feeling is how you get what you want. Think about it, ladies. Think about it. Yes. Let me go here. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Yes. Takia says, the source or universe has brought me to you. I'm aligning up and opening up to receiving everything. That's in my vortex. I'm ready. You got it, Queen. Aman, thank you for the music. Riri says, please press the like button. Thank you, Queen. Please do that, ladies and gentlemen. Ashaki says, woo, child, teach. Yes. Riri says, press the like button. Thank you. Isis, my aunt, darling. You says, wow, you're on point. You are so inspiring and graceful. I love you. Thank you. I came from living out of my truck to moving into a new home. Come on, Queen. It started with my decision to change my thoughts. It's everything. Sharon says, woo, just received this. When I let go of things, they are still free to flop around and have had the power to come back. When I surrender them, they are now in spirit possession. Go ahead, to truly change. Ashe, real. Ashe. And you know, Sharon, we could go deeper on that. They're gone. They don't exist. You don't have to go there to get this. You don't have to have it. It's no glory in. There's no medals that you win in your struggle. So even your struggle, it's over. Even releasing it is saying that it exists. Do you understand? Even I'm going to release this struggle to God, or I'm going to release this struggle to spirit. You're still holding on to a struggle. Even if you've given it, your struggle has disintegrated into tiny particle pieces, and they have transmuted into a vibrational frequency that is so dang high. They don't even exist. They don't even exist. You ain't got no troubles. You ain't did nothing wrong. You don't deserve bad or trials or tribulations. You don't have nothing bad to give. You don't have no load. You're not carrying no load. You're not carrying no load. Your load is goodness, and it's not a load. It's a vibration that you give to others by walking down the street and talking. That's dead. Yesterday is gone. You can't get that back. You don't even want it back. I don't care how great and amazing it was. You don't even want that back, because you don't put so much great and amazing in your vortex, that spiritual place where everything you ever wanted exists. You don't have no time for it. You don't have to choose. Y'all don't have to choose from pain to good. So let me hold on to the pain. Even if I released it, that means I still have it, and then I let the universe do something with it. Well, wait a second. Now, wait a second. Your source don't need to change. Your source is divine. Why would your source don't need to change pain into good? Your source says, why would I? That's like a waste of energy. Why don't we just, your sources keep saying, I keep creating good. I don't transmute the pain into good. That's what y'all like to do. That's your human selves. I don't do that. So it'd be like, I'm good. I bring good. I'm good. I stay in good. Good is all the way. I don't have to go back and get something and give it. Source don't want it. Don't give it to source. Source say I don't want it. Source say I don't deal with it. I don't know why. Source said, why are you dealing with it? Because I don't forgot. I don't even do it. It's not me. That don't come from source. So you don't give it back to source. It never came from there. It came from all the things that told us we were wrong and we were bad and we need to do 50,000 things to be better. It's not true. It's not true, y'all. I'll tell you this. And I'm keeping you in that vibrational frequency. It's so high because I need to stay in it. So I talk about it to stay in it. I answer questions to stay in it. And I teach courses for you to stay in it. Are you excited about Blackberry Beauties 2019? I hope that you are. Because it's just what's happening. We are manifesting as we are speaking right now. We already sent it. But don't worry. When you have contrast, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling doubtful, feeling angry, that's step one. That's a good place to be. Because at the moment that you feel like you now know that unhappy feelings, and that's a blessing. You're gonna start to love them because you'll be like, oh no, more to create. Yeah, if you didn't have contrast, that negative thing that happens to you, how would you be able to, now you can say, oh my God, more to create. I mean, eventually you won't need the contrast as much to create, and you'll just go from success to success, but it's really not a bad place to be. But you don't need to hold it. You just be like, oh, this is not feeling good. I know what I want. And you don't do anything. You just send up, this is what I want, because that's helped me to know what I want. And you're done with it. And you keep on moving. We're that light heart, that beautiful. There are some people that will not allow you to speak negatively. I'll tell you about my friend who came over. He's a Leo, so he all in his feelings. He got feelings because Leos are hard people. I'm a Leo, so we got feelings. And I recognized it, but my house was vibed up. So he came in for refuge. I understood that. And I asked him as soon as he got in, would you like some food? He's like, nah, I'm too upset to eat. I was like, oh, in my mind, I got ready. I made sure my energy was super high because I already saw it coming. And he sat down and he started talking about all the things that wasn't going right. And all I kept talking about was all the things that was going right in his life. And he kept talking about all the things that was going wrong. And I just kept talking about all the things that's going right. So after a while, don't get me wrong, it was a gesture, it worked. I said, let me burn some incense and walk around him. I walked around him, burning incense, talking to him, reminding him, burning incense in the corner so that vibrational frequency will not sit in my home in different areas. I opened the door so we could pray. By the end of it, he said, I am hungry. I gave him some soup, we had tea, and we laughed. The next day, it was amazing. The next day, his thing was he was living with somebody that he didn't want to live with anymore. But he had the resources to get another place for himself. But I think he had fear around living alone because he expressed that to me. He didn't know that's why this was a big thing. I said, you got a job. You got everything you need. Go get the place. 2 days later, he said, I got an apartment. This is where it is, and I'm moving on Monday. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. He said, I want to thank you. No, you got to keep the vibration of everything and everybody around you. In the sense, if you want to be around them when you like them and they come with a low vibration, you got to keep it up. But I mean, I do it everywhere. If I go to the supermarket and the cashier is like, yeah, I can't wait to get off, and all this snow and this rain, I'll be like, but goddamn, I'm so glad. I said, but we be needing the rain, especially California, because there's always a drought. We be needing the rain, and I'm so glad. And girl, I said, oh, you said you grow herbs? Well, honey, that water is good for your herb garden. She's like, you right. Like, just always keeping people up. Always. It's not a chore. It's like I guard my vibrational frequency so much. Sometimes I don't. And when I don't guard it, I get sad or depressed or I get lonely. I get all these things that I go, oops, I'm out of alignment. Oops, I need to be in alignment. Okay, let's what do I need to do to get there? Sit in the sun, talk to you all, remember who I am, think positive, give thanks, show appreciation, give gratitude. All those things that are not fake, because I don't go reach for stuff. I don't try to fake the feeling. I don't try to make myself be happy. That's like, you're not going to be happy. I say, well, wait, there's something that made me feel good, even if it's for 5 seconds. Eat a cookie that you love so much. Eat that cookie with so much love. It's all good. It's about adventure for me. I'm ready. So No's telling the same story. And so I would love all you queens that I don't recognize your names and all you queens that watch me every day. I want to ask you something. Consider joining the mastermind group. Consider being in all of the courses. Consider having that vibrational positive frequency that you want in your life every single day by joining the Blackberry Beauty Academy. I hope that you can become a part of it. So let me see. Okay, yes. Right. Yes. Yes. Real, says Armand. Riri says, like people punishing themselves to be happy. No way, wrong. That's right. I see that. Thank you. Love you. I love you too. Hey, Camila, Auntie, how are you? Belinda, preach. Throwing my shoe at you because you are preaching, teaching while breaking it down, sister. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Student Belinda, Star Pieces, how are you? I received this message. Yes. Sharon says, tap dancing like Savion Glover up in here. Yes, ma'am. Armand says, true that. Ashaki says, absolutely, I love it. Sharon says, ginger snaps. Thank you, Queen. You know I love you so much. Sharon, let me see. Email me your phone number right now. I want to catch you. California Soul says, good morning, family. Hey, good morning. Camila, no more pain. No more pain channel. Remember, Camila, I said, I watch you to lift my vibration. Thank you. I love you for that. Hey, how are you? I'm good, Miss Lady Blue World. I love your Blue World. Blue World's a nice world to be in, girl. Any world you create is lovely. Remember back in the day, you know, I was growing up in Brooklyn, and brothers had these beautiful, a lot more clever lines when they would talk to you, and they'd be like, yo, it's your world. I'm just living in it. Remember, bro? I mean, I grew up in a time, it was 80s, 90s, and that's what brothers used to be like, yo, I'd be like, oh, da-da-da-da, could you get that for me? Da-da-da. I'd be like, yeah, baby, it's your world. I'm just living in it. I'm just living in it. It's your world. It's your world, and everything is just living in it. Wow. What metaphysics them brothers didn't even know. It's your world. I'm just living in it. So anything that's disturbing you, it's your world. These things are just living in it. Ask them to move out. It's your world. It's your world, baby. And then what the brother meant was, you can get whatever you want from me. It's your world. I'm just living in it. I'm just living in it. I just love it. So I'm coming from a place. Thank you, sweetie. I got it. I'm coming from a place of, it's just your world. Excuse me. Ashe. I'm just living in it. And let's create our worlds. And let's decide on what we want to live in it. And let's not be so hard on people. If people come negatively, sometimes people just don't know. You know, I remember talking to this idea of law of attraction. Again, let's go back, because I think as black folks, we have to see black faces talking about it, or it doesn't seem real to us. So we look at this, and the law of attraction says, whatever you desire, you can have. There's no exceptions. You'll go, but what about, because when we're black, we'll say, come on, law of attraction. You mean I can have me a divine mate? I can have somebody that's for me at this time that aligns with my purpose, but I got all these other girlfriends that want the same thing. And when I look around, it's not. I don't see enough black men that can. It's not enough. The numbers are not even there. Right? This is what stuff that you might be going in your head. Me and my sister was also having a conversation. I was like, well, what is up with this law of attraction? The law of attraction say no matter what all the time. My sister was like, well, they don't know about black folks. And I thought, oh, I know it. I want to buy into it because I hear you and I want to have this conversation because I could easily go there. That it's true. She's white, and the law and Esther Hicks and Abraham White, and they come from a white perspective. But then that would. What if the possibility is that it's not that? That we're all vibratory frequencies, that we're all vibratory energies, and that is really what prevails. And changing your energy, because we as black folks believe in energy. We know walking in the room when it's a good vibe or a bad vibe, if we don't like it or we do like it. Black folks know energy. We feel it no matter what. We can call it what we feel. We call it the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit. But we know when God is the divine comes upon you. And if we all have that ability to manifest or to control or to play with energy, then why wouldn't it be that we too can use our energy to have what we want? That it can't be our blackness, because then it's almost saying our blackness is a sin, our blackness is in the way, our blackness prevents, our blackness repels. When in actuality, why would our Creator make us black and everything about it would be bad, and meaning that we're just doomed to lonely lives in hell, basically, on earth? And I said, no, I don't think so. I say it works all the time, every time. And then you will just saying that the law of attraction is working all the time, every time, no matter who you are. That's why so-called not nice people can manifest millions of dollars. Your niceness is not going to get you more. It's how you feel at any given time that's going to get you what you need. I think people that manifest on high levels, they just expect it. They believe it. They're not trying to train themselves into it. Now, would I say this? Would I say that thought process wise, do other cultures maybe have a leg up on manifestation thing? Only if, yeah, if their culture allows them to believe that abundance is theirs. Do white folks have that more? Some do, some don't. There's a lot of white folks with poverty consciousness as well. Do Asians have it more? There's a lot of Asians, I'm sure, with poverty consciousness as well. But if they, as a group, believe in certain things, I think that talks about the success of their communities. So I think that black folks do need metaphysics spoken to them or whispered to them or loved upon them in a different kind of way, because I think if we're not careful, our blackness will say, well, that works for everybody but me. And then that's like a horrible thing, if you think about it, to even think about yourself. The abundance is yours. And you don't have to, or people will say, oh, that person's abundant, but they, what is this thing? It's a contract, or they sold themselves to the devil, or they had to sacrifice. See, I don't know, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I could go into conspiracy theory. I'm sure I could. I'm sure that there's some things that might even make sense. But to think every time that everybody that died was a sacrifice, and everybody, do you kind of see like we got to stop creating these worlds that really is just somebody's creation, and maybe it's true for those people that believe it, but stop believing that shit. We got to stop looking at everything as it's better. It's better than we think, and it's your world. Everybody else just living in it. So create your world the way you want it to be. All right, ladies, I'm just waiting for somebody to buy this next intensive, but I know you will. Okay, yes. So let me tell you, I just got terminated on Friday as a preschool teacher, which I love. But Saturday got an opportunity to become a financial broker. Girl, that's what I'm talking about, California Soul. We love you. Yes, thank you. Ashaka says, that's the talk. Yes. Camila says, yes, I'm here for it. In my Martin voice, get to stepping. Yes, Sharon. Adrian says, yes, the 80-90 brothers had game. Didn't they, Adrian? California Soul. So I got to ask, though, how can I have both mindsets? That's good. I believe I can have it all, do have it all, but I also believe that. Tell me what you believe. California Soul. Coco, laugh out loud, Sharon. Yes, the opposition. Okay, so the opposition, okay, this is good. How could you have both? Because you feel like you have the mindset. Well, you can't. See that you have the mindset, and when you do have the high flying this mindset, you're manifesting. When you have the opposition, you're not. So there's other things that you're not having when you're in opposition. So the only thing is to get out of opposition and get into alignment, and you'll be back to the flow. You'll know you're in opposition when the flow ain't flowing. It's just like, oh my God, everything was going well. It was flowing, money, this, that, what happened? You got an opposition. You might have listened to somebody, believed in some lack, forgot, went back and tried to heal. Whatever you did, get back in alignment. So if you're in opposition, there's a whole bunch that's coming that's for you out here, but you're not going to have it. So I don't think you really can't be in both, but we do try. Right. Okay. Thank you, though. Yes, that too. We're closer than others. Absolutely. Adrian, blacks are closest. Absolutely. So right. So the thinking anything opposite is crazy, right? My goddess says we've been made to believe that our blackness is inferior. We have been. Lost connections. Okay, sorry about that. We are privy to the same abundance. Yes, we are. That is so true. I am goddess lifestyle. Then it's up to us to disbelieve this nonsense. Absolutely. We will never create the life that we want moving in fear. Absolutely. Nice says yes. Everything is quick now. Intimacy is no different. Our worlds have been impacted by unnatural man-made disasters. Unnatural. You can have both. Okay. Either you are in it or you're not. Love or self. Yeah. Either you're in it or you're not. I don't know. Like I see that talk, California. Like our world is impacted by unnatural man-made disasters. So I like this. Law of attraction say, so what? Why does that have to be your reality? It's a whole world, and there's a whole bunch of realities. And with all of that that's going on, the negative, why are people rich? Why are babies still being born? Why are people still getting married and falling in love? Why are people going from poverty to abundance? Why are people having things that happen for them that they never thought they would? I mean, why is that all those disasters? Why is the whole world not in hell? Why are we all not just broke or hurt or sad? Why is so much good still happening? Because you understand, because that's somebody else's reality. With reality, you want to be in the mindset of the destruction of the world, or you want to be in the mindset of the goodness of the world. It's really up to you. I know for a fact that right here, right now, in this facility I'm in, that somebody right now is very sad and somebody is very happy. There are two people making the same salary, have one spouse, the same amount of kids, and one person as happy as it can be and manifesting in so many ways because they're not looking at source to come in one way. Sometimes that's about you looking at source to come in one way. I don't do it. I don't think just because it's real don't mean it's mine. That's your reality. That's somebody else's. I don't take reality. You gotta let that shit go because reality will hurt you. But it's reality. Why? Stick my head in the sand? No. How does dealing with so-called reality, which is the negative reality, will make your life better? If anything that I'm keeping in my vibrational frequency, is not going to make my life or even the people that are suffering better, why would I do it? See, this is the thing. If you really want to help people, then that's what you do. You look at contrast or crisis as a solution to create a solution to help. Solutions are positive. The crisis is not. Don't stay in the crisis. Create the solution. And anyway, anytime you create any crisis, the solution is created at the same time. Anytime you have a question, the answer is created at the same time. That's metaphysics, and that's deep. If you want to know more and we want to go basic, I have a very wonderful 2-hour course. It's recorded. It's called Metaphysics 101. Check the website. I'll leave everything in the description box. Hope you ladies enjoy. So nice chatting with you. So yes, love, yes, stolen legacy, lost connections, Armand says. I got you. Thank you. I thought you were. Denise says, shout me out. Yeah, hey, Denise Burnett, how are you? Legacy building. My mother never taught me self-love, and I have a daughter now. How do I consistently love myself? What are the actions of self-love? Let's talk about it. Denise says, shout me out, please. Hey, Denise. Kelsey Burnett, how are you? Kelsey says, everyone hit the like button for our sister. We love her. Thank you. Your mother, okay, yeah, so how do you consistently, yeah, this is the thing. First of all, I'm going to say it, and I mean it, and don't get me wrong because I'm saying it. Join my courses. Join my courses. Join the $47 Passing Down the Wisdom. Join the Sexology class, because it's all about self-loving. And that's number one, because I'm teaching 21 days, and I can't do that in even 21 hours, right? So, but let's just talk about it a little bit. How do you stay in it? First, recognize when you're not. Most of us, when we're not feeling bad, we start the momentum of feeling bad. When we're feeling bad, there's a momentum and we start attracting all kinds of bad things. The best thing you can do when you see yourself out of alignment, not feeling good, is to recognize it, because then you can stop it. That's more of what it is. In the beginning, you're just going to be stopping yourself from going down the rabbit hole of doom and gloom. That's what you're going to do. And when you first start this thing called metaphysics, it's really saying, what am I feeling? Because if I don't know what I'm feeling, and I'm telling you, I'm a Leo. We got the feeling thing down. Okay, now I know I'm more mature with it and understand it, so I can teach you how to feel better. But first you have to know when you're not. When you, wait a second, I'm going down. And I've seen it. Sometimes we get caught up. Like somebody be like, yeah, girl. You know, because I'm telling you, I go to the store. So, you know, black folks, we get into conversations. You know it, girl. You know how it is. You know how they are. You know what that's like. You know, girl, you know. And then I'll just be like, well, but you know what? And I say it with a smile. Like, I'll just bring that conversation right back up. They be like, that's true, though. That's true. Like my friends tell me all the time, say, you are the most positive person I ever met. And it's like, really, am I? But I realize is that you know what? I don't go down with people, because then I would be going down with people. And my vibrational frequency is it's like a child. My child, I protect it with everything I got. And so and that's how you know you got to protect it. And you got to know when you're out of it, when you're not in alignment. So you want to learn more? Sexology class. Anything about self-love is it's the study of human nature as well, human relationships and sexuality. Your feelings, there's a lot to do with everything. I hope you ladies, $97 in the next few days. It's going to go to $147 for the January intensive sexology. And I want you to get it. Christmas is what, Tuesday? Make it happen for you. Do something nice for you. Buy yourself a gift of alignment. Now, how cool is that? I'm buying what you bought yourself for Christmas? A gift of alignment to my higher source? Oh, well, that's cool. They won't know what you're talking about, but they'll sure see it. So give thanks. All right, ladies. Yes. Oh my God, lady, you are speaking the truth. Ashe. Thank you, Riri. Ashaki says, have an awesome evening. Says, you too. Legacy Building 101. Okay, I will. Great. Love the power of black. Thank you. You're welcome, California soul. All right, ladies. I love you. I wanted to just let you know, don't let the holidays take you away from you. And all these things are waiting for you on my website in 2019. Oh my gosh, those courses, we're ready to go. I love you, ladies. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. I love you, queens. Peace and blessings. Okay.